But
It is
yes,
recording. Episode 4. Respect the
respect the
recap.
recap.
Let's go.
Episode 4. Dewey's texting
Quattro.
Rob. These guys are texting back and forth. Neither one of them
Dak
are on.
Prescott.
No, I refuse. There's got to be a better number 4.
Better number 4. You sure?
I don't know. Brett Favre?
Oh, Brett Favre.
Favre? I'll take that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
he was.
Dak's a good dude. He ain't a good quarterback, though.
Brett Favre's better than Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Brett Favre.
Favre, FRV, like Dwayne Wade, Dwayne.
But, yeah, number 4. Ken?
Favre,
Man.
Dak.
It has escaped my mind.
Yeah, I can't think of any number 4. There's got to be running backs out there, right?
No.
Isn't one? I think James Cook is number 4 now, I think, in Buffalo.
Ah, yes.
But speaking of that, we'll get right to our teams, and hopefully the other ones jump on. But our teams this week, as you can see, listen, I'm not gonna come in here and say, "Oh, yeah, bro, we're gonna fucking kill him," or "We're gonna kill him."
But you did.
Oh no, I knew we were gonna beat him.
It was bigger than the score.
I agree with you 100%. So for me, my team, Buffalo Bills, I went into it week 4, very happy with the win. And like Felix just said, more than the score, it showed that I'm saying Miami is a fake good team, but it brought into question who they played the first 3 weeks, who Buffalo played the first 3 weeks. They went against each other. Who'd be a better team? Who would know more about what the other was going to do? Better game plan, X, Y, and Z. Buffalo beat them, and I know one fumble not recovered. White interception, his hands dropped. We could have had 2 extra possessions. Buffalo could have really, really destroyed Miami. Now, 48-20, that's a good game. That's a beating. I was thinking I wanted to see a good game. Miami's speed will always scare me. That speed is something that's hard to coach against. But Buffalo did a great job. Hill didn't do much of anything. He didn't do much of anything. Diggs was like, just FYI, guys, I'm still here in the AFC East. I'm still here in the AFC. I'm still one of the best. 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Josh Allen, no turnovers, 5 total touchdowns. The defense, he was going back and forth. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Stop, touchdown, stop, touchdown, stop. I couldn't believe how well the defense looked. They finally got it together after the back and forth scoring the first, 21 points of the game. I was very happy with the way Buffalo played. That team on Sunday against Miami looked ridiculously dangerous. That team looked good. I'm happy to be a Bills fan this week. Even better to be in South Florida, to be near Miami, where all week long I was getting nothing but shit talkers at work, at the Liam's basketball practice, everybody talking shit. They hung 70 on the worst team in the NFL, which we saw by them in Chicago, Denver going back and forth, and they thought they were going to the Super Bowl by hanging 70 on the worst team in the NFL, and Buffalo just shut down all their hopes and dreams. Week 4 for Buffalo, I was very happy to be a Bills fan.
Yeah. Except I picked Miami plus the 3.
Then you went money line. If you watch the short, it says -3, and then ML live action. You went money line. You sure did. Documented.
Did I?
Yeah, man. We've got the tape. The tape doesn't lie.
I'm not sure. I thought I went money line on something else.
Nah, man. So I was happy to be a Bills
I thought
fan.
my second bet was something else. I didn't know.
Yeah, Jacksonville -3. Then you went money line back to Miami. But we'll get that to respect the bet in this Friday's podcast because we did good again as bettors. But Felix, the Rams, the Colts, how I feel about your team?
Tale of 2 halves. Gus Bradley got his tail kicked by Sean McVay that first half.
Yeah.
Kind of settled it in the second half. Superman brought us back.
He sure did.
And went into overtime and never saw the football because Gus Bradley went back into his zone and got ate up, and that's how it is. But overall, first quarter of the season, I feel good. We're 2-2. The whole division is 2-2. It's still a race to 9 games, like I tell you.
Yeah.
And it's a 13-game season now. We'll see who has 9
right here.
Yeah, we'll have. Yeah, we'll see at the end of the season who's got the 9 games.
It was somebody in the broadcast that made a point too that the defense, when they're rushing, they were getting to Stafford, and then a few times they dropped back to
Stafford
zone. Up. They got eaten.
They hurt Stafford. He's barely walking around, and then you just stop. You stop blitzing. You went right back into your zone, and hobbled Stafford, ate that zone up. You can't. Yep. I don't understand Gus Bradley's 3. You can't do that against good quarterbacks. Good quarterbacks will sit back there, and if you don't get to them, they will eat that zone up.
Yeah, Matt Stafford's got an arm. He can get the ball out there. Like I said, he's top half of the league for sure. He's not an average quarterback. He's above average. Like you said, you give him time, he's going to tear it apart. And the way that offense was doing, running the ball, Puka-Nua with like 15 catches a game, it seems like now, they're finding their groove, bro. They should have kept the pressure on him. He would have made some mistakes, but like you said, they backed off. He took advantage of it.
Yeah, Gus Bradley got his butt kicked this weekend by Sean McVay. You know, they ran a lot of bunches, and then our corners was getting all confused with the bunches. People was open. Then we lost our number 1 corner to an Achilles. He's done for the year.
Oh,
so
Buffalo had that too with White.
Yeah, that was tough. But it's I like Gus Bradley, but then he has games like that where it just kills me. I watched his Seattle 3, and then I watched Seattle 3 last night, and their Seattle 3 brings a lot more pressure, a lot more everything, man. It really.
This sounds like the backside of a 2-2, like the 2-2.
No,
not like bro. We're 2-2. We're looking up. You sound a bit.
I'm happy with 2-2. Everybody else is 2-2. I'm 2-2. It's the race to 9. I'm happy. We're only gonna get better. We get our, you know what I'm saying. Our running back starts practicing tomorrow.
That's gonna
help. We're only gonna get better.
Are they going to hand him the ball though? I know Moss isn't Taylor, but 2 games with AR out, Moss is looking like the best running back ever. He gets back in, starts doing all the quarterback runs. Moss is obsolete. Is that going to happen to Taylor when Taylor gets back in there?
No.
I hope not.
He's going to get the ball. Jack Moss was getting the ball.
He
wasn't doing nothing until the second half.
I had him on my DraftKings team. He finally caught a touchdown, ended up with about 70 yards. He did okay.
No, he didn't. He caught a 2-point conversion.
That's what it was. I saw that. Yeah. I thought, oh, man, a touchdown. That was after a big play. I mean, the plays are there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everyone's 2-2. Well, let's get
Zach
right
Moss.
in.
He's just not special.
He's solid.
Now we got special coming back.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. He gets the job done. I had him in Buffalo for 3 or 2 years. He gets the job done. He's solid. He's not going to screw you over. I mean, he had some fumble issues early on, but they got rid of that. But we'll stay with the shock of we'll get to the shock of the week, which will stay with your division, because my shock of the week are the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud. The Houston Texans, my beloved Pittsburgh Steelers, as you guys like to say, it wasn't even close. That game they had the other day, let me see here, scores. Let me find them. I had it up, but I found something else I wanted to point to. They played 30-6. They knocked out Pickett. They first of all minus +3. They covered over under. They got the under. It was going to be a low scoring game. But looking at, they had Stroud 16 for 30, 306, 2 touchdowns. Running game, Pierce 24 for 81, solid. Singletary 25 rushes. Nico Collins, this guy, I don't know where he came from, but he's looking like a superstar out there. 7 for 168. Fairbairn got his, he did his thing. Defense, Pickett 114 yards. Najee Harris had 70 yards, which looks like crap on paper, but it looks like it was the best game of the season. He was their top receiver with 32 yards. Pickens had nothing. The Houston Texans, again, I thought Pittsburgh was going to make a jump this season. The Texans looked phenomenal. They whooped their butt. It wasn't even close. 30-6, 7-0, 10-0, 13-0, 16-0, 23-6, 36, and game over 30-6. Bro, that's a big deal. Then again, your division, which we're talking about.
I'm not one.
What do you got?
I was just saying, I'm not one to bring up old things or things said, but your two biggest takes in the offseason.
They're so far.
Between 4 weeks, the two takes you hung the strongest on were those Pittsburgh Steelers and Daniel Jones.
Listen, I will. If I had to pick one, I'm going to ride with the Steelers. There's still time to get things corrected. But this Daniel Jones.
You hung on to Daniel Jones so much in the offseason.
I looked today because we have a gentleman's bet, $50. Lamar Jackson versus
I'm already counting those $50. I'm like,
bro, you should, because Lamar Jackson going against our fantasy point structure has 98 points to Daniel Jones's 58 points. So I'm
already spending that $50.
You could go spend it, because I'm looking at it today and I'm like, damn, dude, did I really make this bet? He looks so bad, legitimately horrible.
I'm already looking like, how can I spend these $50 from Billy? Because every time he steps back, he gets sacked or he throws a pick.
Bro, it's so bad. We'll get to that in the whole wrap up thing. But staying with the Texans, C.J. Stroud, the 4th best yardage wise quarterback in the NFL, 1,212 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, he looks very good out there. I know rookies. These guys are still adjusting to the speed of the game. Well, I saw a lot of the Texans game on Sunday. He did hit a lot of guys behind, or had to stop in their tracks and have to get started again. But I believe that's something you can coach, anticipation. But C.J. Stroud, when he throws the ball, there's arc. It's not a flat rope. There's touch. He looks like a legitimate quarterback back there. I didn't see any of his college, so I don't know what was going on. My thoughts on running quarterback. I don't know if he was a running quarterback.
He doesn't run at all.
I don't see anything. He doesn't. He stands in that pocket. He reads.
I know you want to call him a running quarterback, but he doesn't run. I'm only
going by what the stats were. When again, I didn't pay attention to college.
He's mobile.
He is solid back there. And then going to the rushing, they're not doing so great with the rushing. Damn, I wanted to share the screen, but I forgot to share it.
They got to get their run game off the game.
Nico Collins is a 4th best receiver in the NFL. And at the bottom there, or the 20th best receiver, is Tank Dell. They have 2 of the top 20 receivers in the league on that team. C.J. Stroud is making these dudes look great, or they're making him look great. Either way,
it's that system. I keep telling y'all, man. That's the quarterback friendly. No, the offensive coordinator comes from the 49ers. It's the
right, well, I'm just saying, but I know
system.
you have your thoughts on D'Amico on defensive coaches running the team. Right
I don't
now,
like
this
it.
team looks good. They're
Because look what happens. Like he's balling, right? CJ Stroud is balling.
Someone's gonna want to put that offense.
Somebody's gonna want to take that offensive coordinator and give him a job. And now you got to start all over again with CJ Stroud.
No, that's gonna suck. So hopefully he gets a couple years with him at least to develop a skill set. But that's my shock of the week. The Texans, 2 straight, and Stroud, CJ Stroud with Nico Collins and Tank Dell, 2 of the top 20. Nico Collins in the top 5 receivers in the NFL. The Texans, which I believe when we started this show, was one of the ones we figured would be at the bottom with the Cardinals and Carolina Panthers. 2 straight, looks like they found their footing. They look pretty good. That's my shock of the week. Week 4, Texans and Stroud's overall stats.
I got the 2 for this shock of the week.
All right.
One of them, I'm not even shocked anymore. It's just
that's a good shock to not be shocked by something that should shock you.
It's becoming a pattern. But he's not my shock. But this Brandon Staley guy, all right? He goes for it on 4th and 1 with the other team already in good field position.
Yep.
The Raiders drive it down there, and he gets bailed out because the rookie quarterback made a bad play. And the funny thing is,
they going to the interception.
The DB picks it off, and Staley tells him to get down.
Yeah, it was a clear touchdown. He had one guy to beat the quarterback.
Just get down.
Yeah,
there's like 2 minutes left on the clock. He tells him, get down.
This guy, bro, that
Brandon Staley. I mean, telling you, it's not even shock anymore. It happens every week with this dude. Like, he has naked pictures of Tom Telesco somewhere. And Tom Telesco does not want to let these pictures out. But my shock of the week is an ex-Colts defensive coordinator running a team in Chicago in the Caleb Williams Bowl.
And Marvin Harrison, because they're going to have the 1st and 2nd pick.
Well, I'm just saying, in the Caleb Williams Bowl, Bears versus Denver, up 28-7. 28-7.
No small feat,
and you let one of the worst teams in the NFL come back and beat you when you're up 28-7.
With their starting running back injured, a rookie out there running wild.
If you just run off the stats, Fields had 355 yards passing and 4 TDs. He's like the first quarterback to do that and lose. Herbert had 100 yards rushing. DJ Moore had 130 yards receiving. Like, how?
Every stat category they nailed. Like, extremely well.
You, as the head coach and defensive coordinator of that defense, that's your defense. How do they let this man back on the plane?
Maybe he's got pictures of somebody else also.
You know how? Because Luke Getsky might become the head coach, and he's the offensive coordinator. They already got rid of the defensive coordinator. He had raids and shit going on. But what is going on in Chi-Town? That team right there is 0-4. And there was people in the preseason saying they were going to take the next jump.
We thought they might have done. We figured they'd do a little bit better.
And there was actual people who were picking Justin Fields for MVP.
I remember that.
28 for 35 he was. Like, he had a fantastic game, 80%, 300 yards,
He
4
threw for
TDs, 1
80%,
interception.
almost 300. He threw for 355, and he's up 28-7.
Really smoking us. 3-0.
At that point, you turn him loose just to run and eat clock, and they somehow let Denver back in the game. Yeah, bro, I'm with you. That's a shock to me too.
I don't get it. And then people was running around saying, "Oh man, Sean Payton, he's back."
Yeah, my old man was like, he should have stayed retired, stayed a legend. Instead, you come back because they were getting blown out. Like, oh, this is bad news. All of a sudden, red zone's bopping back and forth, and there they are tied up. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You know, Russell Wilson doing whatever he does. They keep him in the game or lose the game for him. Again, Javonte Williams, he goes down. They got this guy McLaughlin. He's running wild back there, getting good catches. They had a lesser team and still came back and won. That's coaching 100%.
Yeah.
And now Fields could even say, listen, I did the thing you said to do. Stay in the pocket. Read all sides of the field. Look what I did. And you still found a way to lose the game. What more do you want?
Yeah. They can't even blame it on Chase Claypool this week because they told him to stay home.
Yeah, bro. That was a tough one.
He's going to go to the Eagles and be a baller.
Yeah, he is. I can't believe it.
That's a couple more weeks till the trade deadline.
Yeah, they're already talking about trading him, and the Eagles are like interested. Like, he's gonna go over there and be the fourth receiver and catch passes. He's gonna want to block there.
Yeah, there he wants to.
He'll be back.
Rob, what you got, Rob?
He'll be the third receiver.
Team of the how's your team doing? And what's your shock of the week? Thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah. Pardon the tardiness. My shocker, I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, that was a solid game.
Then they somebody knocked on Derrick Henry's door and told him there's a game today, and he came to play. You know, boy had a 100-yard game, 22 carries. Looked like the Derrick Henry that people have been longing for.
He even threw a touchdown pass.
I didn't watch too much of the game, but on paper.
Yeah, 22 for 122, 1 touchdown, 1 for 1 touchdown pass,
240.
Yeah,
Hopkins, I guess, but
he had Hopkins on a flea flicker in the end zone, right in his hands, and Hopkins dropped it.
I did not expect the Titans to beat the Bengals and beat them by that much. The Bengals are just, I don't know.
No, I was about to say, now
that's your Super Bowl team.
First quarter they were 3-3, and then fourth quarter they were 27-3. I was getting ready to pick him for the Super Bowl. I was gonna bash you on your takes, but Billy's got 2 of them out there. But listen, you'd expect Cincinnati to do well. This is a fluke. I thought the other 2 would do better. Daniel Jones, I should have known, bro. Don't even start. All right, no. So yeah, this game here, the shock is Tennessee winning by that much. You're gonna go
winning by that much. Yeah, winning by that much.
Losing like Cincinnati losing. That's a good shot,
winning by that much. Like Bengals, just that injury is. I don't know. I don't know if at this point, do you even really blame it on the injury or just the whole entire offense? It's not.
That's a good point. Calf or not, I don't. Whether he can throw the ball or not, it's the same team pretty much from last year to
Jamar
this year.
Chase say he always fucking open.
Yep, and they're not running the ball well.
It's a rough.
They
it's
can't
a rough
find a
looking
tight
team
end
out there.
You know, it's
like you wanted
hurts a little bit.
You wanted to get Burrow back so you don't go 0-3 with him hurt. So you make him play. You go 0-3 with him hurt. Like, they should have kept him on the bench. If you're going to be 0-3, might as well save him, and hopefully he doesn't have any lingering effects for the rest of the season.
He's not Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford played with a hip. I mean, and he was able to will his team to a victory.
Dude, I'm looking here. Since he scored first, 27 unanswered by the Titans.
Yep. See you later. Bye.
Rob, how's it feel to be a 49er fan? It feels great to be a Bills fan. The Colts fan, he's got some optimism still. How's it feel to be a 49er fan?
I mean, it feels good because, apparently, we got a system that works, but fortunately,
And
we
you
don't
probably
have
have the best offensive player in the league.
Nah, you think so? 'Cause, I heard there's a
this
team down here ran by Harry Potter and the crew that got a bunch of wizardry going on.
Nah, dude, you've
Not
got
this
probably the best offensive player
Not this
by
week.
far.
I said it. I said it before.
Yeah, Brock
He was
Purdy
the final
is
piece. He was
Brock
the
Purdy
final
is
piece.
showing out. He is the best player.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey is the
I was
final
going to talk
unlock
about
key.
Christian McCaffrey, but Purdy's no slouch.
You wasn't talking about Purdy?
Don't listen to that.
No, I was talking about
This
Mr.
dude
I'm gonna
hasn't
touch the ball and
lost yet.
score every time he touches the ball. No, he hasn't lost yet.
He has not lost yet.
Dude, he's Mr. Irrelevant, and he has not lost a game yet.
I still have concerns on our secondary. Still have concerns about our secondary, but I mean,
don't
pass
have
rush
to.
helps that secondary. A good pass rush will help that.
Don't have to worry about that secondary.
Okay. All right.
The front seven runs that team.
Until they can't or they don't.
When is that going to happen?
Shit, it was happening the last week. Cardinals started shredding our ass.
Oh, I got San Francisco minus 14.5 over here.
Oh, yeah.
Minus 14 and a half.
Yeah,
that's what I see here.
Again?
We'll get to it again. We'll get to that.
No, not again. When you and your other friend.
Nah, last week we were going. We have it in at 14 minus plus 14.
Yeah, I was looking
Yahoo
at
shows it here 14.5. But we'll get to that. Respect the bet.
Yeah.
But it's good to be a Niners fan right now.
It's very good.
It's the best team in football.
Strong.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now they're the best team. I like how this thing just changes. I could have sworn it was the Eagles. The Cowboys,
it's always been San Francisco for sure.
No. I was
San Francisco in the Super Bowl.
I was hearing Cowboys.
So did I. I've got San Francisco for the Super Bowl.
What is he talking about? I picked Ravens 49ers Super Bowl.
But I was hearing all this best defense talk, Eagles, all these other teams, and now Niners want to get some kind of respect now. Okay.
Well, they also did beat one of the worst teams in the NFL.
We respect the team more than you do.
I respect my team. It's just my quarterback and my secondary that I don't trust.
I mean, your quarterback's top 10 in the league.
How can you not trust a dude that hasn't lost yet in the league?
Be a top, he could statistically be number one.
This dude missed like 2 passes last week.
How's your boy Jimmy Garoppolo doing, the winner? You all right?
What that got to do with what we talking about?
Because you always, you don't go to the nerdy numbers, but you go to these other numbers.
I go to the numbers that count.
Purdy was 20 for 21. Holy shit.
So it was. I thought it was 2. It was only 1.
20 for 21, 283 and a touchdown.
Yeah, he looks to be the goods.
God damn, I did not
know
that.
Dude missed 1 pass.
Look at Ayuk, 6 for 148.
Well, that's the key to our offense.
I can't wait for BA to be a coach.
That's the second key because as you can see, especially last week, our team is a little different when BA is not in the lineup. He's our best route runner. I think he's our best.
Right. He stretches that field for sure.
Y'all gonna have to pay that boy.
Can we pay him? I think they'd rather pay him than Debo.
Debo didn't even have a catch.
They already paid Debo. Y'all finna have the most
ran
expensive.
A little bit. That was it.
Y'all gonna have the most expensive wide receiver core in the league.
Nah, we're probably just gonna get rid of Debo, probably like we almost did.
Nah, can't get rid of Debo.
Nah, he's a ball. He's got the rib injury though, or whatever he's got going on. He'll be all right.
We got the ultimate gadget now. You don't really. We'll see.
Dude's crazy.
So did the refs steal that game from the Jets the other night, or what?
It's a horrible call on foul.
Bro, I didn't even see anything. I saw the replay 10 times. He hit his shoulder pad. Nothing, no jersey move, nothing from what I saw.
I'm going to say no.
It's a horrible call.
That was horrible. That was bad, dude.
I'm going to say no for the simple fact that they let them complete 2 long third down conversions to begin with. To even get to that
was
point.
A bad call. I mean, these memes out there now, the refs are about they got the refs to get the call. Zach Wilson is about to outshine Mahomes. Let's get going. And hey, pass interference. Like there's a picture of the dudes wearing the red and white jerseys instead of the black and white. Like it's hilarious.
They're like, man, we gotta Chiefs gotta win this, man. Taylor ain't gonna come back there no more games.
Bro,
we can't show her 100 times in
that shit.
We can't show her 100 times in the stands if she's not here.
They don't need her to come back.
I mean, that was a bad call. And the thing is, man,
the numbers say they need her to come back.
when it comes to the Chiefs, you know that call that's coming. You don't know when, even though you know it's going to be in the fourth quarter. You know it's going to be there. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee, bro. Like I don't want to watch Chiefs games because you know that bullshit call is going to be there in the fourth quarter. It's a guarantee.
Patrick.
Nah, bro.
I don't know about them, man. I love the Chiefs, man, but man, they can't take the top off no more.
No, they cannot.
No.
And again, look at that. To me, you take that call away, who knows what could happen? But that call, they get the ball back, interception. Who knows what's going to happen there? They're not as explosive. They're not as good as they've been. Not running around backyard play. Teams are catching up to it. He's still great. Kelsey is still great, but they got no one else out that'll really mix it up. Their defense is all right, not great, but they get the job done, but they're not studs. And they got the refs, bro. That call was horseshit, dude. That was bad.
Horrible call.
Question is, if they had Aaron Rodgers there, you think they made that call?
That's interesting.
He was there.
He was up in the stands.
If he was in uniform.
Could have had discount double check bowl. That would have been awesome. That would have been great.
Yeah,
what else? What else happened this weekend?
That was a horrible call.
Charlo, he lost.
Well, that's recap.
Well,
We got to get to that next week or this coming main podcast.
Thought it was a sparring session.
Yeah, he definitely. He thought it was shadow boxing or something.
He thought it was a sparring session.
Listen, boxing is
Colorado USC game was awesome.
Yeah, we recap college football here, probably, right?
I don't know, Dewey, but that game was awesome.
They mounted a pretty good comeback towards the end.
Yeah, that game was awesome. That game.
I'm trying to pull up.
Caleb, Bear's gonna have the top 2 picks, and Caleb say he was gonna make more money if he go back to college.
That's the word on the street.
I would stay in college too if Bears is gonna be the first overall pick. I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna do what Matt Leinart wanted to do. I'm gonna just stay here and party a little more.
Man, and then next year you mess around and get stuck with somebody else. But
better than the Bears.
The number 1 pick gonna always be a bad team.
Not as bad as the Bears.
So 48-41.
That is the
it got out of control pretty quickly. It was 34-7, 41-14 in the third quarter, and then 41-21, 48-21, 48-27, 48-34, 48-41. With a minute 50 left, missed the onside kick. And that's it, game over.
But
yeah, Caleb Williams, man. Like I said, I don't do much college, but he looked like he had a pretty good game.
Yeah, Caleb's
like
nasty, man.
He was like 10 for 10 going into the half.
30 for 40, 400 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception.
That boy was on fire.
Versus Shador, 30 for 45, 370, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, that was a quarterback. If you like quarterback play, my guess, based on the stats, you had a good time.
That was a good game, man. This year, this is a quarterback draft, boy. If you needed a quarterback, well, I don't think Shador is coming out this year, but if you need a quarterback, this is the year to get one.
ESPN said they're going to draft both quarterbacks. Just take them out early. They're going to draft Caleb and the North Carolina kid.
Who?
I got his name right now. One of the dudes on ESPN. I forgot who it was.
Chicago's going to take both
Carolina.
of them?
Who is he? Who does?
What's it, man? They're just going to ruin both quarterbacks' careers. Get it out the way.
Drake May? Drake May might be the best out of all of them.
There you go, that guy.
That's North Carolina's quarterback?
Yeah. But I like the kid from Washington, man, Michael Penix. That dude's a machine.
It is not easy to look up college stats here because
it is a lot.
If I'm FBS 25, SEC, Pac-10, there's a lot going on.
This year you'll have Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penix, Bo Nix. So that's 4 right there. And if Shador comes out, you got 5 quarterbacks that could go on the top.
This dude ain't coming out. Bo Nix, that's the dude from Oregon, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like Chicago is going to need a quarterback. It looks like Arizona will need a quarterback. Who else out there?
They got Joshua
Titans,
Dobbs.
They got somebody, I guess. Dobbs is older than I am, I think. Like he can't be out there much
Titans
longer.
got like 3 quarterbacks back to back.
Man, if
Tampa
Chicago
Bay's probably gonna need a quarterback.
If Chicago ends up with the number 1 pick and the number 2 pick, they could go Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. and just change their franchise.
Except for that coach will be there screwing them up.
No, he won't be there. If they got the number 1 pick, there's no way Eberflus makes it.
Is he the first fired by Thanksgiving? If they're 0-4 by Thanksgiving?
I mean, who gets fired first? Eberflus or Josh McDaniels?
No, I think unless he's a hothead up there, I don't see Josh McDaniels losing his job. Yeah. The quarterback went down. I can see excuses for that. I don't think he's that good either. But he has an excuse. The quarterback's out. You've had this team for 3 years in Chicago, and they've gotten worse each year. Like that's coaching 100%. No matter what you feel about Fields, that's coaching 100%. Where your team gets worse year after year. If they're 0-4 by Thanksgiving, he's going to be gone, in my opinion.
Especially this year when you quote unquote added weapons.
That's true. Like, yeah, there's no excuse for how bad they are.
You let go Montgomery, and Montgomery is
Ron Rivera. That dude,
they need a quarterback there too.
No, they don't. They got Sam Howell.
Please stop at that. Which I really can't make an argument for that because they took Philadelphia to the end of the game. Like
you haven't watched Sam Howell. If you think that he can't play
on quarterbacks,
if you think he can't play, you haven't watched him. That dude was a beast at North Carolina.
Okay. I watched him against Buffalo, and he looked like he had no idea what he was doing out there.
Huh?
So was your boy Mitch, the next Aaron
This
Rodgers,
is his first year starting, first year with a good quarterback coach, first year with a good OC. Sam Howell.
I just don't think he's gonna be nothing special. I think
But he might be one of those guys they dub as we're gonna move on from him no matter what, like a Jeff Garcia. He can be serviceable, he can play, but someone have already typecast him as let's just get to the next guy, and he might not get a chance to do well.
You don't just draft a quarterback and then the next year you just like, nah, you can't play. You know.
I'm just there, bro.
Arizona did
year,
that.
right?
What are you talking about?
Name another team that's done that. The only reason Arizona done that because the coach came in and he wanted what he wanted.
Well, that's what Billy's kind of alluding to. If they change the coach or something, he gone.
No. Because
depending on what Ron Rivera does, Eric Bieniemy can say, "Listen, I need a guy that's more like this."
No, Eric Bieniemy is the one who wanted Howell.
All right, listen, bro. You may know more than I do when it comes to this. I'm just saying, I've seen him go against a good team in Buffalo and look not good. But then the other day, I mean, he was on point. That pass to tie the game to Dodson, that was a perfectly thrown ball in my opinion. Up and out, the receiver had to go get it. No one else could get to the ball. That was there. That was a good play. I thought like them taking Philly to Washington overtime is Washington better.
If you take that Buffalo game out, that dude has.
Come on now, let's not get carried away.
I'm saying if you take that game out,
he would have scored a touchdown. You have to keep it in there. That's what
there's
happened.
4 games. If you take that, he's basically a rookie.
Yeah.
Like if you take that, every rookie throws interceptions. Like
no, I'm not saying no, but I'm saying versus a good team, he looked like he didn't belong. But then again, Philly,
you're the type of dude that you would have been trying to get rid of Peyton Manning.
That's my guy.
No, you would have because you did. You would have because if you would have watched Peyton Manning his rookie year, you would have been on here telling me that he don't need to be in the NFL. They need to move off him. He threw too many interceptions.
I don't know who Sam Howell is. Sam Howell didn't come in with a name. He didn't come in with anything. Like I didn't know who Sam Howell was until they were talking about they should get Jackson in the offseason, and Rivera's like, we got Sam Howell. That's the only time I ever heard that name.
Sam Howell, when they were as a junior, was going to be he was going to be a first-round pick and got hurt the next year.
So here you go,
I
Billy.
know
Here we
nothing.
go.
I told you I don't watch college. I watch this guy in the NFL. Is Washington better than their record, or is Philadelphia not as good as we think based on Washington and Philadelphia's game this weekend?
Hold on, Billy. So what's your evaluation of Trevor Lawrence then?
I don't
Trevor
know.
Lawrence is good.
Oh, okay.
He's okay. I wouldn't call
Trevor
him
Lawrence
good.
is good.
Bro,
I'm
that
talking-
team, I mean, what does he
That's
have?
the
He's not
quarterback
doing
guru.
much out there. For what he should be doing, or what people
Bruh,
think he should be,
Like,
that team should
you
be
really
balling their
think
ass
this
off.
is Star Wars? Like, everybody is supposed to be out here throwing Patrick Mahomes numbers.
No, he needs to be serviceable. He gets one touchdown. Like, he's not. He played well against Atlanta, but
You
Atlanta's not
can't
that
watch
good.
Trevor Lawrence and say he's not good.
I didn't say he wasn't good. I don't think he's the superstar he's supposed to be. Nothing I've seen makes me think, oh yeah, bro, he's going to be.
How many quarterbacks you taking over Trevor Lawrence? How many? Let me hear. Please let me hear this list.
Over Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah. How many quarterbacks you taking over Trevor Lawrence?
Let's see. AFC, I'm definitely taking Josh Allen over him. I'm taking probably Herbert over him. Let's see here. I think that might be it for there.
I'll wait.
And then it's the AFC, NFC, I mean.
So out of 16
Hurt.
teams in his conference, you taking 2 quarterbacks over him.
I don't know, bro. I'll
no
say
Lamar
this.
Jackson, no Joe Burrow.
Burrow, yeah, I'd take Burrow over him for sure. But I'm not sure now Burrow's foot's messing him up, or he just.
And Burrow and Trevor Lawrence is the same quarterback.
No.
Yes.
You're saying the weapons and the coaching is better than
If Trevor Lawrence had Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and the other one. Like, come on, dude.
You're not wrong. I would say he would flourish. So that means if he's a good quarterback, he's making Calvin Ridley a number 1 guy, not a number 2 masking as a number 1. He's making Christian Kirk look good, but Kirk is a number 2. This team, if he was that good, he would elevate those guys, in my opinion, and I don't think he's doing it. Now, if you'd put him up there.
If you take Trevor Lawrence off that team,
he might blow him out of the water.
If you take Trevor Lawrence off that team, they're not even in contention to do anything.
I agree with that, but he's got
there
it right
is
here.
no weapons
in your division. They're raced to 9. So if he's that good against 2 rookies in that division and Tannehill, they should blow him out of the water.
How many quarterbacks you taking over Trevor Lawrence?
I'm taking Hurts over Lawrence. Let's see what else in that division.
There's 32 teams. How many of them you taking over Trevor Lawrence?
I'm giving you. I've got 3 so far.
Hold on, because he is on record saying that Jaguars aren't good.
He is.
But Trevor Lawrence is good. And Billy is saying
good, but if he was great, that
that's
team.
what I'm saying. What Billy is saying is
with two rookie quarterbacks in that division, they should be walking away. They should be 4-0 based on that crappy division. They should be undefeated in the division. I mean, I'm sorry, but they're not going.
So Trevor Lawrence let CJ Stroud rip that defense up. That's what you're telling me. He should have went and played safety.
I'm saying Trevor Lawrence numbers should have matched him going the other way, and they didn't. I might take CJ Stroud over Trevor Lawrence now that I'm thinking about it. Obviously, Kenny Pickett for sure. That's not even a question.
Oh yeah, Kenny Pickett. Yeah.
Do I go Daniel Jones?
Yeah, trust me, you do.
We'll see. I'm looking here at the teams. I'm trying to get quarterbacks. Buffalo's quarterback, yes. Tua. I put Tua on par with Lawrence. And that division, Burrow,
Trevor Lawrence was in that offense with those dudes.
He'd be
oh
unstoppable.
My gosh.
He would be fantastic. That's my point. Right now he needs guys to make him great. He's not making other guys better.
No. There's only one quarterback.
I'm taking Goff over.
There's only one quarterback in the league that you could just throw out there with anybody, and he's gonna put up numbers. One.
We already got him on my team.
I do plays in Missouri.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think he's got the look. He's got probably the best.
That funny looking dude in the state of Missouri
as a coach
can go out there with 4 shopping carts with hands.
Nah, he's not accurate like that.
And win the Super Bowl.
He's got the probably best offensive minded coach we've ever seen out there, and he benefits from it big time. You put him in with your boy Staley. You put him on Cleveland.
So how many Super Bowl? How many rings did Andy Reid had? I keep forgetting the rings that he won without Mahomes. Which one were they?
When he developed the system and found the right guy to fit, 100%. He fit the system. Take him out of that system. Fuck yeah, it's the system. There's very few quarterbacks that pass the system. Mahomes is no different. I'm sorry. So, not even a little bit.
But you keep forgetting. Because I'm usually I know this type of stuff, but today my mind went blank. So I'm trying to figure out the rings that Andy Reid won without Patrick Mahomes Jr.
He got 2 with him. But if you take Mahomes off that team,
the ones
Mahomes isn't doing shit. Mahomes isn't doing nothing without Andy Reid.
The ones without Mahomes, which ones were they that Andy Reid won?
He got there with T.O. T.O.'s a stud. Donovan McNabb, not that good. Who else?
Did they win? Didn't
he lose with Mahomes, though? Didn't he lose with Mahomes?
Did he win with those guys?
Did he lose with Mahomes, though?
Did he win?
I get what you're saying, but he also lost with him.
Don't tell me about a system if the system ain't won without him. Don't tell me about him
also.
Don't tell me about a system if the system ain't won without him. He made the system.
He fits the system. He has a tight end that nobody can really cover. At one point, he had
Alex Smith had that same tight end.
What's that?
Alex Smith had the same tight end the year before he stepped in.
Not developed as he is now.
So he developed from Super Dude to Superman in 1 year.
You have to develop in the system, and that's what he did.
In 1 year. Is that what you're telling me? In 1 year, from 1 year to the next, Travis Kelce developed into
there's nothing you're going to say to change my mind that Patrick Mahomes is not a very good system quarterback. Not happening, bro.
Oh, my gosh, dog.
Not even a little bit.
Just 1 year to the next, Travis Kelce just became the best.
Well, you throw him 100 times a game, of course you're going to put up numbers.
Oh, God. So, the year before with Alex Smith, the system didn't do it?
No, he did not fit the system. Alex Smith did not fit the system.
And you got the Chiefs finishing where in the AFC again?
Oh, okay.
You got the Chiefs finishing where again in the AFC, Lou?
I think I had them in the AFC Championship.
Okay.
Did you?
I think I did. I'm not sure.
I gotta find that and redo those. Make sure we have an official.
I think I had them in the AFC Championship.
Losing to the Ravens.
Yeah.
No, stop! Don't. Why? I'm gonna remake your list for you because I can't have you.
Don't touch my list, Daniel Jones.
And saying,
I have my list. Okay, I don't need you to touch it. I have it somewhere. So, Mr. Stiller and Mr. Daniel Jones, no,
bro. I'm holding out hope for the Steelers, but I have little hope.
I'm already spinning your.
Pickett is out. Pickett is out.
That's a problem, man. Who's their backup?
That might be a good thing because his hands are too small.
His boy, Trubisky. He's the backup.
Oh God, that guy.
Oh, there you go.
The once named Aaron Rodgers of the future.
There you go, man.
That came from North Carolina.
Man, they ruined that boy's career in Chicago.
Oh, they
like Houston of old, bro. They'd take your quarterback and ruin it.
Now, ask him what I said 3 years ago when they drafted Fields. And he was talking all this Fields stuff. I said Fields is good, but Chicago is going to ruin him. Chicago ruins quarterback. Nah, man. I'm telling you, Fields is the guy. Okay, all right, cool. All right,
Chicago has problems picking coaches.
Yeah.
Master coaches. They just ruin quarterbacks. You can't name the last good quarterback that came out of Chicago.
Jay Cutler. The only one out there to save him now is Jay Cutler. You see that meme yet? He's standing there with a cigarette in his mouth holding his jersey. And the caption, the only one out there that can save this dumpster fire Chicago Bears.
Didn't Brandon Marshall play for Chicago too?
I think he did, right?
He did.
And he went crazy after that? Okay. All right.
You had Matt Forte, super underrated running back.
Yeah, Matt Forte was good, man. Tulane product.
Was he better when he left? I'm trying to remember.
Where'd he go?
Better.
Did he stay there?
Hell no, he wasn't better. He was terrible when he left.
He benefited from Cutler throwing all over the place. You had to watch him throwing the ball to anyone and everyone, so allowed that run game to open up.
Matt Forte was good, man.
He sure
I remember
was.
when they drafted him, I was like, man, that's a good pick.
I had him on my fantasy team one year that I won.
Tulane. Still remember that draft.
All right, I think that's it. Respect the recap. We got the goods out here. We've agreed that Mahomes is the ultimate system quarterback like Tom Brady is.
No.
We are going to...
We've agreed that Mahomes is the system.
Tom Brady is the ultimate
fits
system
the system.
He is the system. Get it right.
He's a system
It doesn't work without him.
So when Tom Brady went to Tampa, that was the same system from New England?
It sure was. They started 0-2. They started 0-2. He's like,
Tom Brady took his whole fucking offense.
He sure did.
Like, nah.
Yeah, he's
like,
gonna
do what I do.
I can't do this here. They brought it in 0-2 to a Super Bowl. That's very well documented.
He started living in like Byron Leftwich's guest house. Like, listen, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you my offense.
He just walked up in the house one day. He's like, "Hey, is this Byron's house?" He's like, "Yeah, come on."
Yeah, he did.
Tom Brady at the door.
Yeah, he did because he got so. They said he walked into the wrong house.
Yes, can you imagine? You turn around, he's like, just Brady standing there. Is this Byron Leftwich's house? What the fuck? Like, this is Tom Brady over here, man. I'll be happy to help you out where to go. That was hilarious.
He walked into the wrong house like, hey, is this Byron Leftwich's house? He's coming with his suitcases. Like, I gotta come teach him my offense, man.
Yep, and sure enough, they got that offense in there, and they took off with it. More furthering my fact that Tom Brady is the ultimate system
he said it wrong. He meant to say Patrick Mahomes is the system quarterback.
Sure. These headphones aren't working. I got static in them.
Because
the system don't work without Patty Mack. Sorry to tell you.
But doesn't that make him then a system quarterback when all the other quarterbacks in the system didn't work?
It makes
you can put him into the system, and he makes the system work, being a great system quarterback.
It makes him the system. What it does is make Andy Reid a system coach. He's only winning with the Mahomes system. All right. Without the Mahomes system, he's just a regular old coach.
I don't know.
With a Super Bowl loss.
What is he? He's two for 4 in the Super Bowl, isn't he? Reid?
2-2.
One with Philly, 3 with
2-2. He's 0-1 with Philly, 3 and then what? 2-1.
2-1. So he's 2 for 4. Been there 4-1-2.
What?
That's 2 for 2, bro.
It's 2 wins,
2 losses.
2 for 2 means you go for 2, you win 2. 2 for 4 means 4 trips, 2 victories.
2-0 means you went there twice.
2-2 means 2 wins and 2 losses.
No, we're saying all right. We're saying the same thing.
This ain't basketball.
So then LeBron
4 total trip. Yes, we're saying the same thing differently.
This ain't basketball. 4 attempts. He's got 2 wins and 4 attempts.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing differently. He got 2 victories, 2 losses, 4 trips,
he's
2 victories.
Yeah,
he's 2-2.
Yes.
So he has a total of 4 trips.
Yes, 4 trips, 2
and
wins.
He's split.
He's also 2 for 2. Yes.
That boy said.
Yeah, he's 2 for. This dude thought he was talking basketball. He's 2 for 4.
I don't talk basketball.
He has 2 in the series.
Fucking baseball. 2 for 4.
The Marlins make the playoffs. I heard.
Yeah, we losing.
They're losing right now.
Screw that shit. I don't care. I'm trying to get Papa John's is free discount or 50% off. Marlins 5. Marlins win. I didn't get it all season. I don't care if the Marlins do anything. I can't get my Papa John's.
That was a bad matchup, man. I really hated that we had to play the Phillies first round, man. That's a division game. They know us.
All right, listen, we got to stop. I feel dirty talking about baseball in the football show. I can't. I feel dirty talking about baseball. Arias is back-to-back batting champion. You should know. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what language you're speaking right now.
He's back-to-back batting champion, and he's 0 for something right now.
I know system quarterback Pat Mahomes is not back-to-back champion.
He's 0 for 3, and Jazz is 0 for 2. Our 2 best players are sucking right now.
He ain't back-to-back.
We'll see. Is that Dewey yelling in the background? What is that?
We got one more after this game. It's a best of 3.
It's a best of 3, right? Is it the playing series or no? This is
the wild card
anymore. Okay.
It's the wild card best of 3. Don't give up on them.
I would never.
It's the top of the 7, and Jazz is on base. I mean, Jazz is up the bat. So if We just need Jazz to be Jazz.
That boy said Jazz is on base. You need a nap.
No, he's up to bat. He's 0 for 2 right now, so we need to. Come on, Jazz. Come on.
Ooh,
no,
2
that's
balls,
not
2 strikes.
That's not good.
You got a
Jazz.
runner on second, bro. Even a sacrifice fly will get him in. You hit it far enough.
If Jazz hit it far enough, Jazz might make it to home late.
Oh, that'd be even better, bro.
Yeah, that boy got wheels. The wheels of steel. The Bahamian sensation.
Oh, really?
Oh, give it to him. Give it to him, Jazz. Yell at the umpire. Let him know you're not happy about it.
Let's end this. This is done. Respect the recap.
Respect
Episode 4.
the recap. Episode Brett Favre.
I can't believe you led with Dak, bro. I can't believe I heard that.
Hey, it was number 4. That
There's
was
no
the
number
first one that
4,
popped
bro.
in my
There's
head.
none. There's no number 4s out there.
No, Dak was the first one that popped in my head.
I mean, he's serviceable, but you got Favre out there. That's all I can think of. I can think of any other number 4.
Brett Favre. He's a actor.
Favre.
Something about Mary.
Worst
He's an actor now.
Ever.
Yeah.
Respect
Good guy.
the recap.
I mean, he's no
enjoy.
Dan Marino. Dan Marino is an awesome actor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so you got any more of that gum?
He played
It's your damn business. I think
Stay out of my personal affairs.
Hey, Mike, it's Dan. Hey, Dan, back up.
I love that friggin' movie.
You should,
Hey,
man.
you should definitely get one.
Stay out of my
Not
personal affairs.
We're out of here.
And we're out. Episode 4.